everyone, this is Christina from Sweet Pea Births. My husband and I teach childbirth classes here in Chandler, Arizona. And today's question is, can we prepare for a natural birth even if our baby is breech? And the answer is yes, you can. Only about 4% of babies are going to stay in the breech position at the time of delivery. And let's talk about what those 3 breech positions are. Okay? The first one is called a frank breech, and this is the most common one when babies have their feet up by their face, and typically this would be straight legs. The next one is called a footling breech, and that's when one leg is up or down. And then the third one is called a complete breech, when the baby's sitting kind of crisscross applesauce in the womb. Okay, so those are the 3 different positions of babies that are considered breech positions. So let's say you go through your whole childbirth class and your baby's breech and you end up with a cesarean anyway. So what is beneficial to you? All the relaxation techniques you've learned are still going to be helpful. You can still use those things to stay calm and stay present and be intentional with your birth and notice your baby when they put them on your chest. If you are doing all your exercises, your body's going to have a better recovery. If you're doing your great nutrition, again, it helps with your recovery. For those students of ours that have had cesarean births, they do tell us that their recovery times are vastly different from their friends who did no exercise focus and no nutrition training through their pregnancy. So just know that even if you have the birth plan that you didn't expect, you're still going to benefit from all the techniques you would use in a natural birth class. Now, what are some of your options? What can you do? The medical solution for a breech baby is called an external cephalic version. And so while the baby's in utero, external, they're working the baby from the outside. Cephalic refers to the head. And version, they're going to turn. They will literally take your baby and they will manipulate the baby so it is in what's called a vertex position. So that's a medical version. Usually that's done in an OR, just in the event of an emergency. What are the complications? You could loosen up the placenta, you could rupture the cord. If that were to happen, you're already in the operating room and they can do an emergency cesarean. If you don't want to try that, or if you want to put that like as a last thing you do after you've tried everything else, you can try some of the non-medical solutions. One of them is to have the Webster protocol done by a chiropractor. And don't feel like you have to remember all these. I'm going to give you links down in the comments for all of these things I'm listing. So just listen and know that there's options. So there's Webster protocol done by a chiropractor. There's acupuncture techniques. There's something called moxibustion, also usually done by an acupuncture practitioner. You can do an inversion, or lots of inversions, swimming, hot and cold compresses. You can play music. Visualization is also very powerful, and prayer. And the biggest thing I can tell you is you need to trust that your body and your baby know how this baby needs to be born. I'm not going to give you the cliche, trust birth. You just need to really focus internally and have a conversation with yourself and connect with your baby and see what's best for you. You can trust your instincts and hire the best practitioner for you want to do. If you decide that you've done everything and you still want to have a breech birth, find a care provider that is comfortable and trained in breech birth and go through all the pros and cons with them. And I can tell you, we had a breech experience. Again, link in the comments. I share that on our blog. I am also going to give you a link to a website called spinningbabies.com, considered the foremost expert on all the different ways you can naturally turn a baby. Again, if you're doing something to it, it's not really natural. However, it's not a medical procedure. So I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, you can always email me, and I'd be happy to talk with you either online or via web chat and talk to you about your breech and what your options are. Okay? So we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.